Love kimchi. Come on. I love kimchi. I love kimchi. I love kimchi. I love.
Oh, so you're doing the applause now, not the parang.
I'm doing whatever I want.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to AngelaTheComic Live. I'm your host, AngelaTheComic, and this is our engineer extraordinaire.
I am Mike Lowe of Mike Lowe Productions. Go follow my shit.
What's up, everybody? It is Thursday night.
How you doing?
Thursday night. We have some big news.
Big news.
Huge.
Huge. I don't think we're allowed to
Yeah, I
say
don't think we're
huge
allowed to say that
yeah.
anymore. He
Fuck huge.
canceled the word. New York people, I am co-producing with Macy Kwok a live comedy show, stand-up comedy show in New York.
New York.
Manhattan.
New York.
They call it The City on January 14. January 14.
Yeah.
January 14.
Pretty sweet.
So more details to come, but our headliner is great. Our lineup is great. So
What's the deets?
look out for it. I'll be in it too. I'll be hosting it. Oh, I've said too much.
You're not performing? You're hosting?
Hosting and performing.
Okay.
Oh, is that okay with you?
I'll see if I can make it.
We will be there. We'll be there. So mark your
I might be
calendars.
busy.
Let's go. What are you watching?
January 14th.
January 14, 2022.
What am I watching? I don't know. I'm pretty sure you wrote it down for me. Yeah. I did watch King Richard. You're correct.
I loved it. You guys, King Richard on HBO Max.
Yeah.
So good.
It was good. I like a lot of Will Smith movies in general.
I'm
The
gonna
man's good.
say what everybody knows.
Not allowed to say anything.
He is a very good actor. He is a great actor.
He
Like,
is.
He's amazing. He's awesome.
I don't know the actual Richard guy.
Yeah,
so
honestly,
I don't know if he sounds like him, but apparently he looks like him.
the
Other than
movie's
that-
crazy.
Other than that, he was convincing of that
Role.
role in general, or that life.
I'm not going to ruin it for you guys, but the movie is the sports world is a bit crazy. I didn't even know you could do some of the things that they did there, and it's kind of crazy.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a whole different world. You gotta work. You gotta work hard to get it.
Oh, yeah, and everything. Anything and everything.
Sports is different.
Did you finally watch
You gotta perform.
Tiger King 2? Oh, wait, let's go back. So in King Richard, though, I'm not going to spoil it. I really thought the storyline, hello, everybody. Thank you for joining.
You are ruining it by the time you say what you're about to say.
Oh, fine. I won't say it.
Can I say something that totally ruins it?
No, don't say it. You guys watch it.
It's
King
been
Richard,
out- it's been
HBO
out
Max.
For a while. I can say this. I feel
Uh-oh.
like it could have went a little further.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, well, you're gonna ruin it.
But you said, is it because they're going to have like a part 2?
I don't think they're gonna have a part 2.
I don't think so either.
But if they did, I feel
would
like
totally
it could
watch
be
it.
a bit more complete.
Ooh,
Obviously, they have a long sports history and career.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we not describe what it's about? It's about
It's about
the father of Serena and Venus Williams.
tennis superstars.
Mr. Richard Williams is the father, and his
Journey.
to have his daughters become the superstars that they are. It's
That's
pretty
all I
good.
can
It's
give
pretty
you.
cool. Yeah, that's all.
I can give you. It's pretty good though.
I already said too much.
I like the little bits of comedy in it. It's a little sprinkled. That's
Oh,
that
yeah.
Will Smith's sauce there.
Yeah.
Sounds weird. I don't think I can say that. I like his sauce. Anyways,
Oh my gosh. That's too funny.
felt like that could have been louder. So yeah, that's also I am watching Tiger King.
You're watching or you watched the whole thing?
I just finished it.
Tiger King 2.
Tiger King 2. Pretty good. Interesting where it's going. Apparently, there's going to be another Tiger King.
No way.
By the way it ends, there's more to tell.
No way, seriously?
Nothing confirmed. It's just the way that it ended. I was like, oh, I can probably make more. Just
But you see
kinda
what I said?
leave you hanging.
You see what I said last week? How I didn't watch Tiger King 1. Like, I didn't watch it completely. I was in and out of Tiger King 1. But watching Tiger King 2, you still got it?
Kinda. You don't get the full.
Really?
You don't get the full vibe that is Joe Exotic. You don't get his
So
whole.
slime.
It's Joe Exotic, right?
So slime.
You don't get his whole life.
This man
It's
is
intense.
still getting fame from prison. He said, give me a phone. I'll do a whole documentary. I'll do a whole nother His commissary account must be
Stick. Balls.
must be packed.
I mean, he's getting all the snacks he wants.
He's getting all the ramen.
All the cigarettes. All the cigarettes. Probably saving himself a little bit.
It's so
Sure, it can be rough.
crazy. I have to say something.
Okay.
I think you're great.
Oh.
I think
thanks.
you're great. I really appreciate how supportive you've been, not just this week, but just how supportive you are.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there a but at the end of that?
No, because I've been, you
But-
guys, because A Life of a Comic, I mean, I'm out nights. I'm out there in the streets. And Mike's like,
A lot of late nights lately.
yeah, you come out with me. And yes, how he get like 5 husbands, though? Tiger King.
Tiger King?
That was the
That's a-
number one thing everybody said. Like, all these single women, and he's getting straight guys to marry him.
Well, he's got the swag. He's got a beautiful mullet.
What is it with you and mullets?
Mullet's is a beautiful haircut. I wish I could have a mullet. I actually want
No,
a
you
mullet.
don't.
Maybe when I retire, I am full mullet.
I really thought when I first met you, you were joking.
No.
Like, every time you see a mullet, because we do live in the South.
That's fine.
Whenever we see a mullet, you're like, that's a beautiful mullet. I'm like, oh, that's hilarious. And then the second or third time, I was like, hold on a second. Is something going on?
It's beautiful. It's
Something
like
going on here.
It's like a bald eagle. When you see one, you have to stop and watch it. You have to see how it moves. Because not every mullet's the same. So it probably doesn't work for my bald eagle statement, but not every mullet's the same. And there's a certain bounce to a young mullet, and there's a certain featheriness to an older mullet. It's beautiful. So diverse. I love it.
I can't.
You got to appreciate the mullet.
I've seen growing up, New York is very rare to see anybody with a mullet.
Oh, it's there. The Puerto Ricans usually would have a curly mullet.
Yeah, curled
or
up.
Dominican, yeah.
Okay.
But down here in the South, we got straight feathery mullets, kind of like a Farrah Fawcett, but a bit thinner on the sides. It's beautiful. It's quite the sight.
You are
I'm going to go Google some mullets later. Now I just want to see some.
Go to images?
Yeah. Got to be some new mullets out there. Something you can pick up.
No, you guys don't understand. We'll be out in public and we'll see a mullet, and Mike will be like, "Yeah, I gotta,
Now,
I gotta," and he gets his phone and he takes a picture of it, real like sneaky, and he'll be in the car like, "That's a beautiful mullet." That's
all right, well, let's not make it creepy. But you don't see them that
You don't
often.
think-
When you see them,
how do
you
I
see 'em.
not make it creepy?
You just appreciate the mullet for what it is.
If we ever get famous, all your fans are gonna have a mullet. They're
That's
gonna be like, "I
fine.
did it for Mike."
I would appreciate that. Well, you know what, sir? I thank you. Free tickets for whatever we're doing.
You know who else we need to thank?
Who's that?
Our next guest, our special
Oh.
guest. You see what I did there?
I do.
You guys,
I did.
You guys are in for a treat.
I is.
This whole month,
Hold on.
I got packed with such great people, including our special guest today. She is not just a comedian,
Not just.
She's
Just.
a producer and a writer.
She be writing.
Welcome to the show, NishyXL.
Nishy.
I love kimchi. I love kimchi. I love kimchi. Come on.
We have special guest today.
I
She is
love
not just
We got a ceiling, folks.
a
All
judge,
right.
producer, and a writer.
Ah!
Nice. What up? What
Ooh,
up?
hi, Nishy. How are you?
Hi.
Oh, oh, is there a delay?
Oh my gosh, you guys. Hi.
Hi.
What up?
Oh, I think
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome.
Are you getting an echo?
We got a little bit of a delay.
a little bit of a delay.
You have a
Hold on.
You have a
Beautiful
beautiful
Let me fix
ceiling,
this.
by the way.
Beautiful ceiling.
No spider webs on that ceiling. That ceiling's clean.
Why are you putting us out there like that?
What?
I told you to get the webs. Why are you putting us out there
Can you
like
hear
that?
me? Can you hear me right now? Is there a
Oh, I
delay?
can hear you. Yeah,
there
I
an
can hear
echo?
you.
Is there-
No echo. Can't see the delay because I can't see you.
I got it.
Yeah.
It's just I got a
I
baby
can't see.
in the other hand.
Ah!
Hey, little baby.
I love
There she
this.
This is our first baby guest.
Our first baby move the camera to the baby, Nishi. It was nice having you on the show.
Yeah, I appreciate
Hi
it.
baby, how you doing?
Baby.
Baby, what you got on the agenda this week?
Oh my gosh. Oh, look at more East Coast people. Donnie, my friend from the East Coast here.
What up,
Baby is
Beer
fire.
is fire.
Yes, she is. She's fire. She
Baby's
has
like, I
fire.
don't care. You got an interview. You better give me my bottle. Give me my.
Shout out to
What's
the
up,
baby.
Nishi? Say hello to everybody, all your fans for us, please.
Hi. Oh my gosh. Janelle is here. Oh, I love all these people. These are all my homies, like the ones that, like you confide in. Like, you don't do a fake comedy smile. You're like, dang, did I suck up there or what? And they're like, we'll cry with you.
They don't say no. They're like, well, Nishi, we'll get through this together. It's like, oh damn, it was that. Dang, it was that. See, I'm gonna try not to curse because there's a baby.
There's a day. Those are your day ones. My
Day ones, yes.
I mean,
Nishi,
sure.
thank you so much for being on the show. For agreeing to be on the show, especially because we are so excited. First of all, your face, flawless. I don't even know with a baby how you. You should see
I had
me.
5 hours to put makeup on, so.
Yeah, but Mike is
I
like.
didn't put any on.
You're
today.
Mike didn't. Take care of yourself.
I'm a little rough, but I'm in the background, so it's fine.
Mike needs a mullet.
Thank you.
That's the makeup of the males right there. Like it's ride or die mullet. Come on, Mike.
Right.
That's
I have a fake mullet for every Halloween. But it's not the same as the real one. I mean, I might do the Joe Dirt thing where it just gets sewn in. And now that's.
And he'll do the hair. He'll do this thing like it's really a part of it and stuff. And I'm like, it will fly off. What are you doing? All right, Nishi, let's get to know you because I'm so excited. We met at the Crazy Woke Asians Festival.
Yeah.
And then performed together at the Future's female comedy show. And I was like, I gotta get to know her more. She's fantastic. So please tell us. We always ask all of our guests, where are you from? Where are you from?
Girl, I'm from the third world, but
She said the third world. Which one? I don't.
Public
education.
I got corrected. It's the second world now. I was born in
moving up
Kashmir, which is like a war zone in Pakistan.
Oh.
And and we made it over here to America because my mom wanted me to marry a rich guy.
It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry.
No, it's that type of show. It's completely okay. You could, no, seriously, you could take care of. Is it a boy?
Hold on. Baby,
we don't.
No,
she's okay. She's
no
all
cold.
good. The milk is a little spicy. I like to eat spicy things.
She's like, it burns, mommy.
It's still spicy.
Oh my
Lay off the Chipotle, she says.
Aw. Is she okay? No, it's okay.
She's okay. She just woke up from a nap. I thought I would be able to put her to bed for longer, and friends keep telling me Benadryl, and I'm like, I'm not about to do that to my child.
No, come on. Let's
be
for
at least 10. Like, not right now.
Wait, when did you come to America from Pakistan?
Oh man, I was like 6 years old or 7 years old. I don't remember. It was before, like, it was the whole childhood amnesia I spent in Pakistan, and then I came here. So
Dang. To California?
yeah, we came straight to California to be in San Gabriel Valley, which is where all the Asians are.
And your parents wanted you to marry a rich guy? That's hilarious. I caught that.
Oh yeah.
They were like, we need to go to America. Get a rich one.
They didn't
These are
think
your
that
choices.
poor people exist here. So I was like, well, what do you think America is? Is the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Like, no, there's downsides to it too, you know, but that's just that's how everybody sees America, like outside of, you know, the United States. They're like, oh my God, we get to be like the Kardashians. And they don't want to put out. And it's like, no, you can't.
Damn it.
No.
It's gotta every immigrant family has that, like, like those stories of, we came here with $100 in our pocket, you know. But then I noticed that when my uncles or like my family says that story, the amount goes down. They start with like, we came here with only $300 in our pocket, and the next time it's like, we came here with only 50 cents in our pocket. It's like, 50 cents? How'd you even do anything? Like, well, we came here with a penny. I was like, what?
They're adjusting for inflation. So
right, is that what it is? It was like $1,000. Holy moly. But how did you get started in comedy?
Oh man, so I was in improv. I don't know if improv still counts as comedy, you want to call it, but
You can.
I started doing improv, and I was like doing sketch and like basically just all the white people stuff. Like I was like, hey, let me learn how to do these characters and stuff. She just stole my buzzer from the board game Taboo. And
can we see her? Is it okay if we see her?
Yeah,
we love kids. That's why. We love children.
Where the baby at?
Hi.
It's a little baby.
Hi. Oh,
Hey,
that's
baby.
a good looking baby.
That's cute.
Hi, baby. I'll do this to a crying baby in the train in New York, and people are like, what's going on here? It's like, we gotta not tolerate, but we gotta accept children in our society. You know, because like growing up, like in an Asian household, whenever you go out to a restaurant, there's always like, you know, food and drinks for the adults, and the kids are there. They're all the way there with the karaoke, and like one kid got tired of sleeping on like 3 chairs. Like, always that one kid covered by a jacket sleeping on 3 chairs in the middle of the restaurant, and everybody got along.
That's fine.
Nobody cared.
Let them sleep.
Jeez,
oh my
that's
gosh.
hilarious. So you started with improv.
Yeah, so I started with improv.
Then sketch comedy.
Sketch. Yeah. So basically, I don't know if people care, but there is a difference. Like you do more writing, you know, the script. Improv is just like whatever comes to your head. Like you could be at a bowling alley in a burqa, and then people are like, what? Like, doesn't have to make sense. It's just weird. But sketch is more like there's a game. So when I started writing more comedy rather than just, you know, just spitting out ideas and stuff, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so fun. And this is like, I've always been into like creative writing.
Right.
But nobody told me stand-up was a job. Like I was so blind to that. No one gave me that option. And then when I found out, I performed my first show, and it was like, I want to say it was like 200 people. The room was packed out, and I felt like I had entered, like the lion has entered their kingdom, you know, like just like I felt so in my element, and it just felt like the greatest thrill. And it felt like I put all my hard work in, because I wrote all my stuff, you know, and it landed. And so that was probably like 5 years ago, or maybe 4.5 years ago, if pandemic counts. I don't know if that year counts, but
it does and it doesn't for everybody. You know, depends.
Right.
If you were a student, it counts. If you, you know, like you got that age.
So your first show, 200 people?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you like nervous? I would be a little nervous. It's your first show.
I was excited. I'm like an attention whore. Like I don't know what it is.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
like it was more of like I can't wait to do this type of thing because at every job I'd ever had before then and every school thing, I always wanted to do the presentation. I was that person that was like, I want to speak and I want to, I want to be the person with the microphone. And like people are like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't know. I just have this need where I feel like I can be articulate and and I also. But then I would turn everything into a joke and we would like fail all our presentations.
Oh, damn.
let me.
You said you wanted to do it, damn it.
Yeah, I didn't say I read anything. I was just going to do my bits.
Yeah.
This
I had
is
a good time, though.
this is a social studies project. What bits? Watch me. Watch me do them. All right. So I have to ask, when it comes to, I mean, pretty much every stand-up comedian writes because you have to do your own stuff, right? But when it comes to being a writer or a performer, which do you like more?
Oh my goodness.
Difficult, right?
That is so hard, Angela. That was not discussed. Just kidding.
I'm sorry. It was not in the pre-interview. I'm sorry. Scratch that out. I was kidding.
What do I like more? Like, what do I enjoy doing more? I can't really say. Like, I get really excited when I'm like, oh my God, this punchline, like, fits so perfectly. And I just have, like, a little freak out moment by myself alone when I'm writing. But also, I love performing, like, when you feel like that solid connection with the audience. Like, I can't pick between the two because sometimes those moments are not written.
Yeah.
And so I could do my flawless writing at that time, but when I just connect so deeply that I can just pick out what's going on in the room, I think that probably trumps everything because it's, to me, stand-up is all about your relationship with the audience.
Right. Definitely. What's the craziest thing that's happened to you during a performance?
Actually, during a performance.
Oh, when they start with the O, it's a huh? What? Wait, what?
Say what?
This right here, this one wanted to come out during a show.
Oh,
during a show. All right, I'm never gonna ask that question again because that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. You started going into labor during a performance?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was coaching. So it was crazy because I had just joined and I was like, okay, like it's time to start the show. And I'm like looking at the list and then I feel like my stomach like, and I'm like, that's weird. And then all of a sudden it's just like, and my water breaks. Like,
oh my God.
And I'm freaking out because I'm like, oh my God, there's a microphone. Am I going to get electrocuted? Like it's just, I had no clue what was going on. Oh, thank you. Look, it's Samara's grandma. She's watching us all the way from South Carolina.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, grandma?
And so, then I text the producer, and I was like, can I just do my set and leave because my water just broke? And he's like, what are you doing? Go to a hospital right now.
You still perform?
You still wanted to perform?
Oh my God! Did you still perform?
I'm so stupid.
You did perform.
I'm so dumb.
Yeah.
I was like, can I just stay? And then he's like, no, I want you need to get to a hospital. So then I called my husband. I was like, fine, let's go to the hospital. And then we went to the hospital and then nothing happened. Like she stayed in there. So I was like, so I texted him. I'm like, can I come back to the show?
He's like, no, I'm telling security you can't get in. Right. Oh my gosh.
Well, you determined. That's good.
Oh man.
Wants to perform.
People were like, wow, she's taking this comedy stuff seriously. Like she brought props and everything. She had a baby during her set.
Yeah, I'm telling you, she's crowning and I don't care because she can deliver a punchline too. It'll be all good.
That's hilarious. Is your family supportive of your career though? You're in comedy? Not just in comedy, but I mean, you're doing so much right now. You're not just, like I said, you're not just a comedian. You're also a producer. You're also a writer.
Angela's mom wanted her to be like a doctor or
a lawyer, at least a pharmacist. No, she originally wanted me to be Miss Korea, but she realized that I got her height, so it's not gonna happen.
You're too tall. She's too tall.
She was like, "Oh, this is probably not. Yeah, the genetic lottery is not there for Miss Korea."
You could build a set for Miss Korea.
Yeah, build the set.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Is
That'd be
your
so good. A funny beauty queen. Oh my gosh.
Miss Congeniality? All right, so yeah, is your family supportive? Were they supportive? Are they supportive now of your comedy?
I think like I don't know if I think they pretended to be supportive. They're like, "Oh yeah, you're doing that thing on stage."
It's a face.
And then they all came to my show and they saw like what happened and they were like, "Oh, they're like, we're not going to say anything ever again against your comedy career."
What happened? The labor?
No. Like they came to one of my shows. And because I was like, see it for yourself. See if I'm just messing around or if you're actually getting something out of it. And they were all just kind of shocked because, you know, they were like, well, we didn't know that this was in you, you know? So my brothers are super supportive. Like they live super far, but they'll come out to the shows. My brother always like buys like a couple of tickets. And if he can make it, he'll come, but he'll be like, oh, give this to someone in case I can't make it. So it's just,
that's
you
cool.
know, yeah.
That's nice.
What would you say your style of comedy is on stage? Do you do act outs? Do you do observational comedy?
So I do not. Well,
you talk a lot about your family upbringing.
I do a lot of act outs and stuff, but it's like my cultural stuff, you know, and then like my husband and stuff like that. So I'll observe things they do and then turn that into a thing. But I also go pretty dark if I can.
Nice.
like go into labor before a show. You want to really see a show? Let's go.
I got a bit where I give birth. I'm working on it.
Can you tell us about your Comedy Invasion 2.0 show? The second season is coming out on Hulu. Please tell us about this. This is super exciting.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, so I did my 30-minute special. So basically, it's just all Asian American and Pacific Islander represented comedians on the lineup for that show. We each have our own episode, and we're just killing it. Like we're like bringing out all the cultural humor, all that stuff. So and it was really fun. It was a challenge because it was the first time I had done, you know, like basically headliner timing. So I worked, oh my gosh, I worked day and night for like 6 months. I was just prepping and even before it came, I was like, I know I'm gonna have to do a longer set, and so I'm just gonna keep doing it. And you know, her waking me up in the middle of the night, I'm like, I have nothing else to do. Let me just knock this out, you know?
Yeah.
It was just nonstop grinding. And then once I did it, I was like, oh, I loved it, because if you don't feel emotionally exhausted after your set, then you didn't really deliver your 100%, you know? So I was just like completely depleted. I couldn't function for like 2 days because I had given my all. You'll see it on the video. Like I was sweating. Everything was disgusting. I was like, I had the lip sweat, the goatee, just everything.
Nice. It went all out.
That's hilarious. Well, you're performing in it. It's gonna be your episode. You're performing in it. You obviously wrote. Did you produce your episode at all? That one?
No.
It's produced by another team. But you are producing another show on Apple TV, Global Comedy Club?
Yes.
Please tell us about that. Yeah.
So that's basically taking all of the international comedy scene and showcasing those comedians. And so they do like a short little sweet set, but the main part is me interviewing them. So I'll just like grill them, and it's like, have you seen like Between Two Ferns, you know?
Yes.
You know how he's just like kind of weird, and so I was like, that really inspired me. I'm like, I don't like boring interviews. I'm not trying to be Oprah. Oprah's brilliant and amazing and everything, but I just don't want that style of interview. Like I want something comedic, like more playful, so you could see the personality, you know? And so I got like how much? I have like 14 comedians on that show. And I still have 3 more episodes to film, so I'm gonna have like 6 more comedians. So
Fantastic.
It's gonna be packed out of every country I could find. I have Macedonia, I have Egypt.
Do you have Korea? Do you have Korea at all? Do you have Korea?
No.
Who do you have for representing Korea? Because I'll take North. I'll take North if it's not taken.
Oh my gosh. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Sorry. I'm sorry. That was a bad
Mexico.
joke. Do you have Mexico?
Yeah, Mexico.
He's not even a comic. What is he?
I'm not a comic, but I can talk. I can talk and stuff.
Well,
I have Mexico. I basically pretend.
She answered. She's like, yeah, we're good.
We're good, thanks.
We're good. Thank you, though. What got you into producing, though? Because it's a jump. There are some people who just want to do the performances and not have to deal with the behind the scenes. But what is it about producing that you love?
Producing, I feel like comics got to get paid, man. We can't just work for free forever. And producing gives me the opportunity to get people paid, you know? So I did this show for benefiting the Red Cross. That was the first ever show that I did that I produced by myself, and it was packed out. It was in West LA.
Fantastic.
Everybody, people had to leave because there wasn't enough room. It was so encouraging. They people were complaining about the seats because they were like, there's too many people here, it's too packed out. And I was like, I'm so sorry, I'll give you a refund.
Nice.
Fantastic.
But it was really cool because I got all these different, because I try to surround myself with as many people who are, I mean, most people are different from me because I'm weird, but but I try to have a nice a buffet of people around me, so that they bring in different views and so then our network expands. And I feel like that's what's great about producing, because then you're bringing all these different people together, and then you get to see the magic that happens, because you wouldn't be able to see that on the catered shows that are usually produced. It's okay, this guy is booking 10 other guys that look just like him, and then we know what the show's gonna be about. It's gonna, what it's gonna be. I don't even want to say it, but so I was trying to come out of that, and it turned out to be just such a great experience because I had a DJ there, and I believe music and comedy goes so well together. Those are two of my favorite things. So I have to have a DJ blasting reggaeton or whatever, and then next comic hip hop, and because it's fun when you do that. Then they get involved, and then they're like, hey, these vibes are really it's a mixture. You're singing along to your tunes, and then then you're laughing, and then your brain is just it's a medley of pleasant things going on. And that's the experience that I like to create with my own produced shows.
Fantastic. Yeah, I love that part of co-producing or producing a show, and you're like, yes, I get to pay people for what they're doing. Because there are obviously shows where comics pay to get on stage, and there's nothing wrong with that. My thing is, I'll audition for you. Well, I don't know about paying. I want to get paid for the performance. But, it's really a paid internship, this whole business, because people are still figuring their style out. People are still, and it's a lot to ask for other people who actually do pay for the tickets to come and watch people who are on stage figuring it out. So that's that. Did you look up to any comedians growing up?
Yeah, I always loved Dave Chappelle since Chappelle's show. I love the sketch stuff that he did, and he just had 100 characters in him, and that was always really fun to watch. Baby, what happened? She's like, I don't like Dave Chappelle right now.
It's okay. We could take breaks. It's okay. We could take breaks. Mama.
Oh, it's okay. Here you go.
Cute little baby.
She's like, yes.
She wants to rip up all my paper. She's not going to be happy until she does it.
How old is she?
Give me the papers.
She's gonna be 1 in 2 weeks.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what's great? I was on a plane once, I was on a flight from Korea to New York, and I noticed that crying babies on a plane is a normal thing. I noticed that on international flights, it's rare. So when I was on this flight, a baby started crying. And I have to tell you, 6 flight attendants ran over there, one of them with the iPad, the other one's doing all of this. Hi! Oh! And that baby was like, what's going on? Like, didn't know what to do. It just kind of stopped. And I was like, yeah, international flights, you won't hear. And like the flight attendant with the iPad is like, oh, look. Like with the iPad. I thought that was hilarious. I was like, oh, okay. And then I fell asleep with my slippers on.
Angela
Oh, that's
falls
the
straight to
worst. The
sleep.
long flight with the baby crying.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
What can you? So Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle
so
is who
I
you
love
looked up
Dave
to.
Chappelle. I love Dimitri Martin because he just says the weirdest things that
Yes.
I never imagined. Like I don't even know what I hope he's not on drugs, but it's just like extremely creative, Like,
Well,
Besides being
they
creative,
usually go together.
besides being creative, his stage presence is very admirable. He's so like, I'm like, dang, that's because I'll lose it sometimes. I'll be like, oh my god, that was hilarious. But I don't ever see him. His composure is crazy.
oh yeah, he's very like he's just so relaxed and just not bothered by anything up there. Yeah, he has great. I also love I like. There's so many comedians. Like I think like John Mulaney is a great storyteller.
Oh, he's so good.
Amazing. Mike. What's it? I can't even say his name sometimes. Birbiglia. He's great. Like Larry David. Like all. I just love all these. Like I don't know. I guess like old timey type of comedians.
Well,
classics.
What would you say if Samara was like, "Mommy, I want to be a comic"? Like when she goes,
like I failed you. I failed you. I tried to love you as good as possible.
I tried my best. Where did I go wrong? Oh man,
Give me your best joke, baby.
That's hilarious. That's fantastic. Is she okay?
Yeah, she's good. She wants to do everything I'm doing. So she's not satisfied until she's watching the thing I'm watching and playing with my papers and everything. So
well, how do you balance that? Because this is not a woman question, like woman with a child question. Our profession, it's a night profession where you're out at night a lot. How do you juggle that?
Bless you. Well, her bedtime is early, so she sleeps. I mean, she's fine. Like at night, she sleeps
and
through
Dad
the night,
takes over.
She's great. Yeah, and he watches her. He's like, "Oh, I'm watching the baby tonight." I'm like, "Yeah, all that means is she's going to sleep, and you're looking at the baby monitor. So don't tell me you were like breaking your back watching the baby, because I have her all day. The hard part really is not the night part. It's actually during the daytime." I don't want to just like ignore her all day. I want to interact with her. And then by the time it turns into like evening, I'm like almost depleted. Like my energy is just, I've been with the baby since 7 a.m. Been baby talking. I'll be like, oh my God, you want this? Like, you want to eat this? Sometimes I answer the phone. I'm like, hi. I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like I have to switch off baby mode.
What the Billies do?
Yeah. Right. Sitting Big, how cute!
Past due! Oh no!
Large pepperoni.
I'd like to place a pickup order.
It's just hard to be a human. It's like sometimes I'm like, wow, everything is cute to me now. Every time I see something, I'm like, oh, the mail is here. Thank you so much, Amazon guy. So like I have to like shift my brain and then I have to go into performing, and sometimes I have to rehearse in front of her. Right. And she's my audience, and it's crazy. She actually knows when to laugh. And sometimes she won't laugh, and then I'll do something different physically, and then she'll laugh, and I'm like, dude, this baby's a genius. Like she's gonna improve my stage presence,
Do you feel like when
Critiquing already.
yeah, already
Do
such
it
a hard
different.
crowd. Do you feel like when you're a comic performing in a show versus being a producer, it's two totally different vibes, right? Because you're being told you're kind of serving, and then the other side of that, which is producing, is to have your vision portrayed in the show. How do you flip? Because sometimes, like, I'll be in a show and I'll be like, oh, that could have been done better, or what can I do to make this show better? I'm such a, how do you, okay, this is a better question. Let me give you a better question. When you are a producer and you have your vision as a comic, how do you help critique the talent?
Oh, that's
a
great question.
Without like hurting, like kind of insulting them, or how do you do that? Because it's difficult. People get very sensitive about their art. They're like, no, I'm doing, so how do you do that? How do you work with other people like that?
No, I totally, like, I remember a show that I didn't produce, but one that someone else produced that all the comedians that they just like bombed, and then I was about to go up and I was like, what's going on? And they were all sitting in a circle crying in the green room. And I'm not even, I mean,
exaggerating. That really happened.
Yeah, it happened. It was, but I was like, what's wrong? Like, what did you guys expect? Like, did you want to come here and then everybody loves you instantly? Like, you have to win over the crowd. You have to like know what they're about, and so I don't know why I shouldn't have scolded them, but I was like, pick yourself up. Like, this is probably not the right audience for you. Maybe there's another one for you somewhere else, and just brush it off your shoulders. And so I didn't, like, that producer didn't do a good job of letting them know, like, hey, by the way, we're in like woke land, California. Like, we have to be careful if we say these topics, or what, like, just like general things of like, I know the venue, I know the people that are coming, I did all the ticketing, so I know that my church friends are coming, or whoever, so I'll let them know, like, hey, this either, like, this is my vision, like, for Global Comedy Club. I was like, I want everyone to know after your set a little bit about your country. I want you to obviously make them laugh, but also like educate them in some way so they could be like, oh, that's really cool. I didn't know that was a thing in Macedonia or whatever, And so I'll make that clear with them, and then I'm like, okay, and everything else, I'm here to support you. Whatever, like, if they're like, oh my God, I can't, there's too many people, or this is going down, I'll just talk with them and I'll be like, hey, have you had alcohol? Or like, don't
have you drank today? There's no crying in comedy. Have you had a shot? I'll get it for you. You're going to need it. You're going to need it. 6 comics before you bombed. You're going to need
But like, sometimes it's just as easy as like, because coming from an improv background, we used to do these stupid little exercises to get our head out of our head,
Yes.
Like, get our mindset right. And I'm like, let's just play this dumb game, and then everyone feels better because they're like, oh my God, like, I was so stuck on this one thing. So I like to create that. But then if somebody messes up or something, then I get a little bit like, not like messes up their act, but if they like start talking about material that we discussed, like, hey, this is a clean crowd. And I've had people leave. I've had them like stare me down, like roll their eyes at my husband, and be like, I can't believe you produced this like filthy blah blah blah, and they just walked out with their whole group because they didn't like the sexual content in the show or whatever. And I was like, I didn't run everybody's jokes, I didn't know this was gonna happen. But it turns out the person was like drunk and like had forgotten all these things. So I have to like make sure, like, I don't want to be too rulesy, but I also want to be like, hey, people are here for a certain reason, and we want to make sure that they're comfortable and they can relax and they don't have to feel like, oh my God, is this person gonna throw an F-bomb because I have my kid here, or
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Wow. Okay, last question. Oh man, I feel like I got 2-in-1 interviews with the baby. Samara. No, I loved it. I can't wait to meet her. Seriously, next time when we gotta go out to dinner.
You're not allowed to meet the baby.
I'm not allowed to meet the baby. I'm sorry.
Baby doesn't like you.
So, last question we ask all of our guests is, what are your dreams and goals for your art, for your comedy? Bless you. So
Thank
cute. We say that to our dogs. Our dogs sneeze, and I'm like, bless you. What? Hi.
Hey,
Hi,
little baby.
Samara.
She's like,
Hi.
yeah, I don't like that one.
Who's that? She's like,
I don't like the loud one.
I don't like you.
What's her name?
Oh.
Samara.
No, she's talking about you. What's your name?
Oh, what's my
Anyways,
name? She's like, who are you again?
cute little baby.
What are your dreams and goals for your comedy? Yeah, for your career.
Oh man, my dreams and my goals. Well, I want to. I mean, I feel like I want to. Besides the technical stuff and like developing material and all that stuff, honestly, like my heart with comedy is I want to teach my baby that she is capable of doing anything, because in my background, my family never allowed me to like speak up. They never allowed me to have my own opinion. They never let me do the things I wanted. I always had to do the stuff that I was dyslexic at, math and all the things that I failed, So by me doing this and doing it full force and like accomplishing it, I want her to know that she, like, I started this pretty, I mean, I wasn't like 19, like
right.
29 is pretty late to start something if you're just, you know nothing about it and going into it. So I got a lot of like backlash for that from a lot of people. Like, what are you doing? You're leaving this great job. You're leaving blah, blah. But I want to show her as an example, like, hey, like I put my mind to it. And in 5 years after quitting my corporate job, I got this special. I got like a contract with TV. I got these other things that I'm working on. And now like I did it wholeheartedly, So she was my major motivation. Like I was like, I can't let her know that, I don't want her to think that, I'm just half-assing something. And then I got my side job or I got this. And then it's like, what is she all about? Like, I want her to know when you do something with your whole heart, it is a definite win, and it's going to create some kind of change. Like there's been a lot of people that have come up to me after shows that will tell me things like, oh, I was feeling depressed, or I thought I was the only one with like a strict mom, or like these types of things. And I feel like it sets them free, and I'm like, okay, I am never gonna stop doing this, because I know it's releasing people from that pain and that anger and stuff. And I've been through all that stuff. Like I've been through like a time, just really quickly, I don't want to waste all you guys' time. Like,
you're not wasting our time at all. I'm on a cloud right now listening to you, like, yes, let's march.
I mean, it's like it's a little bit different, because like for me, when I was like in the hospital, and there was nurses telling me, oh, like, we don't know what's going to happen. You're probably never going to have children. You don't have to worry about any of that. And I was like, they thought I was going to like bleed to death, and I was, I thought about it, and I was like, what did I do so far with my life? I just listened to everyone else. I never really fulfilled what was inside of my heart. I didn't go with any, because I was too afraid of what other people are going to think. And then I got out of surgery, and I had stitches and everything. And I just thought of something so funny. I started laughing so hard, and the stitches were hurting. Like I
busting
had to
the stitches.
Yeah, because I was like, I just thought of the funniest joke ever. And then I tell my mom, I tell everybody that was at the hospital, and they start laughing, and everybody is just cracking up. The ambulance guys were like, oh my God, like we didn't know if there was something actually wrong with her, because she wouldn't stop making jokes, and she wasn't even on any meds.
Does she have a brain injury? What's going on here? We literally busting a gut, like in the ambulance, like, oh man.
Yeah, and after that, I was like, oh my gosh, like in that moment where I was like, okay, this is it for me. This was the thing that came out. It wasn't like, and then my biggest problem after that healing was that I couldn't stop laughing. I literally couldn't stop. And at my healing, I feel like I healed faster because I was in such a good mood and everything was so good. And then after that, I was like, you know what? laughter does heal. And I want to do that for people because I myself have suffered a lot. I know how it feels. And to come out of that, it's so powerful. It's like, you can do anything now, you know, like now you're no longer afraid of death. You're not afraid of anything. So that's like my main goal, like in the art perspective of like what my goal is with comedy. Like if I don't make it, like whoever, I don't really care about that stuff. All I know is that this is my career and I'm going to make my little girl proud and I'm going to bring people out of depression.
Fantastic. Nice. Thank you so much, Nishy. We are looking forward to your Comedy Invasion 2.0, the second season on Hulu and Apple TV Global Comedy Club show. Man, what a joy. What a joy to interview you and get to know you. Thank you so much for being on the show. And can we say bye to the baby? We love children.
Thank you so much. Look what she's done with my workspace.
Bye, baby. Good job.
Okay, bye.
Good job. Rip it up. Rip it all up.
She smiles. She's like, I know.
Where can everybody find you? One last plug. Where can everybody find you?
You can find me on my website, NishyXL.com. So
NishyXL.com. NishyXL.com. Thank you so much for being on the show. We'll see you soon.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Samara. Oh man, that was fantastic. Did you notice how when when we asked Nishy what are your dreams and goals for your comedy, Samara didn't miss a beat and she was like, I
got something to say.
I got an answer for that.
I'll tell you what she needs to do.
Exactly. I got a whole 5-year plan.
So smart, baby.
Smart baby.
Boss
so
baby.
Cute. So cute.
Boss baby.
Wow. I think it's fantastic when comics are able to take control of basically the comedy platform that they want to be on. You know, I mean, like all these opportunities are coming our way to co-produce shows, and I'm like in it to win it, scoping out venues and stuff like that. And I'm just like,
in it to win it.
In it to win it. And I'm just like, wow, this is awesome to kind of put the pieces together.
She dropped a little motivational speech.
Oh my God. I was
so inspired.
Let's go run.
I'm gonna
10 miles, no stretch.
No walk. Don't want to pull a hammy. But I'm inspired to walk.
You guys, tomorrow.
I've been slacking.
Tomorrow, I'm going to be in Alpharetta, Georgia.
Alpharetta, that's north.
At Charlton Grill and Tap.
Grill and Tap.
Tap.
They sell chicken fingers and they got beer on tap.
And a mic and a stage, and I'll be performing there. I got booked for a slot. Nice. So I am down. I can't wait. I kind of feel I've never performed there before.
Sweet.
So are people gonna be like, like sucking on a wing and like, I don't want to make anybody choke if they laugh.
Yeah, she kind of funny. I need another round of wings, mild, and one teriyaki. I like the sweetness. But yeah, you've been busy. You went to Smith's Old Bar or Old Smith's Bar? Which one is it?
Smith's Old Bar. That's on Wednesdays.
Went to our bar.
Really great. Our bar was lit. Literally.
Literally lit.
Literally lit.
Definitely lit.
And then my old ass is like, there's definitely no smoke detectors in here, are there?
You said too much. Where else did you go?
What do you mean?
There's another place that you went to for the first time.
Let's see. Our bar.
Can't recall.
Wait.
But
Smith's Old Bar on Wednesday, Tuesday.
Oh, you went to Limerick again.
Yes. Limerick is my spot.
You had the fish and chips. It was actually not bad.
It's really good.
Not a fish guy, but those fish and chips, not bad. Don't tell Joe. He likes me eating the catfish. It's a nice catfish.
He knows it now.
He knows now. But the
knows
cod, Joe, I got a new fish. The cod.
Yeah, cod.
Breaded, it's cod, right?
Yeah.
Cod.
I actually asked him. I was like, "What kind of fish you guys use here?" Because we had the fish and chips in London.
That's the first time I tried it. Yeah, which
And
it was good.
good.
It was good.
It was good. So
I'm not a fish
Limerick
guy, but I
is
ate
like up there. It's an Irish pub. People get up there. There's a show every Tuesday at 9
Noise.
9 p.m. And then there's a lightning round of comics trying out new stuff starting, I believe, 10:30. We all sign up
Yep.
and go up there and do what we got to do. Come back
Cha. And that's it.
The host there, the person who runs it, Joe Smith, is awesome.
Shout out to Yoey Smithy.
You got to put a Y.
Put a Y on everything.
Put a Y on everything.
Put a Y on everything, like I put hot sauce on everything. I actually should probably stop that. Is hot sauce good for you? Is it healthy in some way, or is it not healthy?
I want to say yes.
Is it bad for the the butthole?
Is anything healthy these days now? I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think hot sauce is probably not something you should eat a lot, and I don't. But I do.
My main staples Tuesday and Wednesday.
Enough about me.
Limerick. And
Limerick.
Smith's Old Bar. Smith's Old Bar is
It's a sweet old bar. What I did there.
Yes.
Thanks.
Is hosted by Aaron Masota. I don't know.
You said that wrong.
Yeah.
I'm sure you did.
Give me your phone.
I gotta play the outro song.
I gotta look up her name because she's fantastic.
Hosted, which you were there the other night and you tried some new jokes and they went well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron. Here we go. Yeah. Masota,
like Minnesota.
Aaron Masota. Matsota. Aaron. She's
From
fantastic.
Minnesota.
So nice. Not from Minnesota.
Not from Minnesota.
Not from Minnesota. But yes. So Tuesdays and Wednesdays, you could catch me there unless I'm booked somewhere else. But tomorrow, you guys, Friday, and the Thursdays, you can catch us here. Friday, I am booked at Charlton Grill and Tap in Alpharetta, Georgia. So come see me. Come see me. And I'll see you there. Well, thank you for joining us, everybody. What'd you think about that show?
I thought it was cool.
No, you didn't grow up like that with kids at adult functions, like adults drinking and stuff?
I'm Mexican, of course I did. I had children watching children. We were all watching each other. It's just like, yeah. Take care of your brother.
I swear we always had like at karaoke and stuff. Like
Nah,
the adults are drunk and singing into the mic, and the kids are on the couch just sleeping. Like,
yeah, it's okay.
Out.
We'll wake them up when we're leaving.
Yeah, when we're done,
Yeah.
and the parents would carry the kid into the car.
Yep.
Drive home, and then all you remember is, Angela, we're here.
Yeah, cool.
And then you go to bed, and then you wake up, and you're like, that was fun yesterday. The food was good.
Yeah, that's it. You fell asleep. Everybody got sloppy.
Too funny. Too good.
Good times.
Again, I wanted to thank you for your support, sir.
Oh yeah, no problem. Next time you're driving, I'll go, but I'm not going to drive every time.
No, and I don't expect you to. I don't expect you to.
No, I actually don't like your driving, so I will drive.
Thanks.
99%.
He does
of the
this
time.
shit, you guys. He does this whenever I'm driving. He's like, I'm gonna brake. Like, why do you?
Angela,
what is this gonna do?
She speeds up.
No,
to a
I
stop
don't.
Sign. You
Insurance
floor
is
it.
listening. Maybe you need to be careful with your words right now.
I say you don't. I never say you don't stop. I say you speed up
I
to a stop
never say
sign.
you don't stop.
You almost hurry to the red light. I don't know what the hell's going on. Slow the F down.
You feel that way. You're like, hey, slow down. I'm like, I'm going under the speed
F
limit, Grandpa.
Down. You're way too jerky the way you drive. Fucking speed demon. Excuse my language. The baby on the show.
The baby is gone.
She might be watching.
Baby's gonna monitor our stuff and type on her little iPad. What I don't like about yourself.
That's fine.
You guys, thank you so much for joining us. Next week, we have a special guest also, and you will find out who that is.
Oh,
I can't say.
All right. Well, yeah.
I
cool.
posted on Monday.
I love,
You guys have a
love
great
kimchi.
weekend, and I hope you're having a great time. Bye, guys. Have a
Kimchi. Come on.